Yo, what's up? It's your boy J House, aka Sky Dweller, aka Philosophical Boy Wonder, aka the one that's trying to show you the way. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. Working on Universe Talk with Sky Dweller on YouTube, so stay tuned for that. And I'm just continuing with TikTok on my spiritual cosmology page. And again, spiritual cosmology is the spirituality that you get when you learn about the universe and how it works. The connection that you learn about, and the deeper you learn about the mechanics of the universe and how everything works and the whole process, which is actually pretty easy to understand, you definitely get that connection. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. What prompted me to talk to y'all today on this Saturday, on this beautiful Saturday, is that people are starting to notice. That's the title of this video. People are starting to notice. Why are they starting to notice? Because they're seeing that this AI stuff that's going on, it's really working. It's really working. It's really doing what everybody has been saying that it would be doing, including myself, and what Ray Kurzweil said almost 10 years ago when I discovered him, and which started my journey to having me talk to y'all right now. So the stuff works, and they're noticing not only that it works, that the AI works, but they're noticing that it's getting better and it's being able to do more things, and the ability to increase its ability and intelligence is getting easier, and they're figuring out ways to make it denser. So you got the same square, and you got the square filled up, and you're seeing this magic happen with the AI, right? But what people aren't realizing, and what Elon Musk put out about the computer science field and people that work with artificial intelligence, is that the density is what they're missing, meaning you can stack so much on that little square. So 10x, 100x, 1000x, it just keeps layering on each other like wafers on top. And when you have a skyscraper of chips on that same little square that can fit, in an ant size, or a baseball card size physical object, and the ability to make the skyscraper higher, and then you can even probably make a smaller square but keep the same height. Imagine that, a smaller square but keeping the same height, and keeping continuing up. So how much compute can you fit in a single square, in a single piece of hardware that allows AI to exist, that allows robots to do what they do, that allows LLMs like ChatGPT to answer your questions, and what we're waiting for to do AI that is to, cure cancer, have us live forever, upload our consciousness, figure out every problem, figure out solutions to every problem on Earth, big or small, So all that comes from these transistors that can be put on these wafers that can be stacked super high. All right, the higher you stack, the more you can do, the smarter it gets. And then imagine you have more than one wafer, you know? So that's why people talk about terms like artificial general intelligence and artificial super intelligence, and why they feel like you'll be able to put so much compute into such a small volume that it's going to become sentient and hopefully, not turn us into zoo animals because it'll be so smart and not just dominate us, right? Like a big football player. So people on X and people in the artificial intelligence and technology world are seeing this happen. They're realizing that it's real. They're seeing the potential to the point where Donald J. Trump is flying the big Air Force One jet with all the tech leaders, you know, from the NVIDIA and Apple and including Elon Musk, right, with Tesla. So all the people that are actually doing the things that are making the world move and are that are behind the systems and making the decisions, they're all talking about this now. That's the biggest thing on everybody's mind. Even the reporters on Air Force One are asking President Trump, did you guys talk about guardrails? And to the layman, nobody really knows about guardrails. Trump didn't really get into it that much. He just talked about how they were talking about how it's going to cure diseases and how it's going to just, make things better or whatever. But the main story is, can we keep this thing contained? Are we going to be able to control this intelligence that we're creating as a tool for us to use? People like Ray Kurzweil and the transhumanist movement say that we're not going to be able to beat it. We're not going to be able to really even control it. We're just going to merge with it and, ride along with it. It's you don't want to go back to the 10th century, do you? Where there was no electricity, no no bad running water. Technology makes things more convenient, better, right? So this is just an acceleration of that. And that's where the tech optimists and that's where the optimism comes from. Like, imagine if I told you you were going to get the new iPhone or the new Android every time a new one came out, or the newest TV every time it came out, or the newest car. Like, you would be super excited and super like happy and like hopeful, like so with so that is accelerating to the point where it's turning us into like a whole different species, better, more intelligent, faster, more empathetic, more understanding, more godlike.